Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I'm so excited you're here. Today we are talking about who to bring to your bridal appointment and who not to bring. Because not everybody can come. Not everybody deserves to come. Where's this voice coming from?
If only I had listened for a while, I would have told you I miss you.
Who do I bring to my bridal appointment? That is the question. Really, it is, because it's super important to make sure that in order for your wedding dress shopping appointment to be like the best ever, there's a lot of different factors that go into it. And one of the main ones is who you bring to your appointment with you. So who do you bring to your wedding dress appointment? Well, you're definitely going to want to bring the people who are the most important to you, aside from maybe your fiance if you're wanting all of this to be a surprise. Dad's sometimes included in that too if you're wanting to do a first lick with your daddy-o. All of that is totally cool. But the most important people that you want there. So does that mean it's your mom? Is it your best friend, maid of honor, sisters? Definitely want to keep it down to just the most important people. The people that you feel like you can't make a decision without. As a stylist, you can definitely notice when a girl has a good group with her because they are always supportive. They're very encouraging of telling her to share her own opinions about the dress and what she thinks first. They most certainly can give their opinions 100%. If the bride wants your opinion, you're there for a reason, right? So when we say who to bring, you definitely want to bring the most important people because you probably value their opinion very much. Those who support and encourage you, who value your opinion just as much as their own, but not more so. Because if you're, well, we're getting into something later and I should just wait for a second. I've definitely seen groups who come in and everybody's just so excited. They're hugging, they're clinking champagne glasses, they're just having a great time. And when the bride comes out, we open up the curtains and they're like, oh my God! And there's this huge like ooh and ah and all of that. And that's definitely encouraging and supportive and all of that. But what I love most about these groups is that they give that reaction, right? They're immediately like excited. It's maybe the first dress, they're super into it. And then the bride maybe says, maybe something that she doesn't like about the dress. And they're like, oh, I understand. I see what you mean by that. Like, absolutely, I totally get that. That is supportive. That is encouraging of how she herself is feeling. They're validating her opinions. That is awesome. That's so great. And then in other instances where maybe she's in between two dresses, your group, you might say, oh, I have this ball gown that I really love, but I also have this fitted dress that I really love, and I'm so confused. I need you guys' help. I need your opinions. Well, they're like, first and foremost, this is your dress, right? They know that they're not wearing the dress, that it's you wearing the dress, and they want you to feel just so good and amazing at knowing that this is totally your decision. And then they respect that you want their opinion, but it's in a way that is still supportive. So for instance, saying something like, I see what you mean, and like, I really feel like this dress is gorgeous. It could totally, like, it fits you amazing. I could see it totally fitting the venue, but how do you feel in it? Because we can't, as spectators in a way, we can't speak for you. So it's important for you to share your opinion with them. And if you're just so confused, you're like, oh, I just really, really love this one and I really, really love that one, that's totally okay and it's totally fine. But as long as your group or whoever you've brought to your appointment is still like encouraging and supportive of whatever you're feeling about each dress, that is the way to go. Those are the people that you want in your appointment. Sure, they might, if you really, really want their opinion on which one they like better, that's totally fine. They can give that opinion as long as it's not negative, as long as it's not just kind of putting you down, because that's so not what you need when it comes to finding the perfect dress. Like, if you're in between dresses, it could be either dress. The perfect dress might be both of them, but you just have to choose one, right? So your group needs to be supportive of how you feel first and foremost. It needs to be supportive and encouraging and loving to who you are as a bride, who you are as a person, and whichever dress you feel best in. They need to support that.
Just on my soul.
So it's probably obvious that there are certain people that you shouldn't bring to your appointment. Those who put you down, who are not supportive of how you feel or what you kind of want for that day. I have seen some crazy things where I've literally just been blown away and can't believe that these people actually said this to their bride. My heart truly broke and just like really felt for the bride. Anyway. Okay, so one example that I had was inside the dressing room. The bride loved the dress. As soon as she put it on, she was so excited. She was like looking in the mirror at herself and she was like, oh, I love the lace and I love the pattern and I love how the sweetheart of it, or if it was a V or whatever it was, she loved the dress. And then we were like, okay, everybody, are you ready? And we open up the curtain and literally her sister does this. This is the one I wanted to try on. Why are you trying it on? No, I don't like this because this is the one I want. This is my dress. I couldn't believe it. Like, I honestly was just in shock. I think my face probably was one of like, it had to have like been in shock. I can't even describe honestly how I felt about it. But not even that, like thinking about my bride, like literally her face just dropped. She was so excited and then boom. I'm like, wow, I was floored. There's another example that I've had where we've opened the curtain and she was, again, excited about it. We opened the curtain and the first thing out of her friend's mouth was this. Oh my God, that looks like a trash bag on you. Like, I'm sorry, but that does not look good at all. Not only did the bride's face fall, same thing as my other one, or this other bride, she immediately lost everything, all the good things she said about the dress to begin with. She was like, oh yeah, I understand how you feel, or like what you think about that, that doesn't look good. And she started to doubt herself, and she was so excited before. And my feelings aside, the stylist's feelings aside, she started doubting herself and questioning how she felt about the dresses, and definitely didn't end up with the dress that day. And the energy kind of fell. It fell really quickly, and my heart just really went out to her. The rest of the appointment was not. I mean, we try, and you do what you can, definitely in pulling dresses, and we may have found one that she liked before she left that day, but I just remember that moment and feeling like, oh my gosh, this friend, I don't know what the history was with them at all, but that was the first thing out of her mouth, and I just, oh man, it really got me. So, there. And another example of something crazy that happened was, again, the bride comes out and she's standing in it and mom's not saying anything, and she's like, well, mom, what do you think? Tell me what you think. And her mom does this. Yes, this could very well work. I think when you lose some weight, this could definitely be a good one. Yeah. I mean, you could really find something that fits you now that looks good, but I just think, you definitely need to lose some weight before this one would work. Yeah. So, this is a hard one. So, if you know that you can't make the decision without mom, maybe she's paying for the dress, or maybe you just really, really want her there. In that kind of instance, kind of one of two things. One is that maybe that's just not the right dress. And I totally get that. You want your mom to love it. I mean, I definitely wanted my mom to love mine. But even if she didn't, she would still support and encourage my own decision. That she would honor that. How you feel in the dress is super important. And no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone else's opinions are, which is, again, you can avoid all of this if you know the right people to bring, if you know like they're going to be supportive and loving and encouraging about whatever dress you choose, because it's your decision. But be mindful of other people's opinions, because at the end of the day, they aren't wearing the dress, you are. And that's what's most important, that you feel amazing that day, that this dress speaks to who you are as a woman and moving into this new chapter of your life. That's what it's about. So making sure that you have a great appointment. One of the biggest things is who you bring. So definitely bring those who you love and respect, and who love and respect you just as much in return. So that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope that you take this to heart and bring the people who mean the most to you and who value your opinion just as much as their own, because you're important and you deserve the best. And I hope that you have a wonderful wedding dress appointment. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is what we talk about? This is where we talk about? I don't know. Okay.